PPs, aka plant peoples. How are ya? Today I'm coming at you with a video of my this month's favorites and growth updates, and just a little bit of updates of my previous repots and propagations. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Oh yeah, by the way, do you notice the quality change? Because I just switched my phone to an iPhone, so hopefully the video quality is a little bit better, and hopefully my phone doesn't overheat. I have lots of memory now. This shirt is so cute. This is made from Jing at Plant Happens. So if you want this sweater, super comfortable, super soft sweater, go get it. I'm like showing off boob. But it's so cute. Look at it. I love it. You want one? Come get it. So these are my first ones I want to show you. They are grown from a seed, which we got from Indonesia. These are Ace of Spades. Just bring them up closer. Hello? Okay. So these are my Ace of Spades. This one is my biggest one that I got. It's starting to be beefy, I guess. I had gotten 20 seeds. I only have 7 seedlings now because they molded, and also some of the babies didn't make it. I think with the seeds, when you grow them, not all of them will make it, and I'm so sorry about this focus. I don't know how to work this new phone. Like, not all of them will make it, so yeah, I have 7 now. The other 3 are quite small, so yeah, these are my biggest ones. They are growing in pod. They're rooting nicely, as you can see, and I don't know what else to say about them. When I water them the same as all my other plants, and so they get quarter strength cow mag every watering. And so yeah, these are my Anthurium Ace of Spades seeds that turned into little seedlings. Also, I want to add that I got these seeds August, so this is like what, 7 months in the making. And these are not really planters. They are actually little compartment thingies that clip together. I don't have them clipped together because I do need to move these around. I got them from Miniso. My next one is my little prop box going. It is with my Alocasia corms. I have 1 Alocasia Frydek in there, and then the rest are Alocasia mellows. If you didn't watch my Alocasia Frydek repot video, this is where I harvested corms, and I went through how I kind of propagate these or make these little corms grow. So this is what it looks like now. There are some little pings in there that I'm trying to propagate as well. I did take out 1 Alocasia mellow, and it's in here. The reason why I did that is because it was getting too tall in the box here where I needed to move this, and like even this one's touching the top now. I have a little cover on this one is because I tried to keep the humidity relatively the same, and then once I'm ready I'll prop it open like this, and so that it can slowly adjust to my room conditions. So everyone is rooting. I'm going to actually switch this into their own containers soon. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, but look at them. Look at those fuzzy roots coming out. And oh yeah, and this one here is the Frydek. I also have, if you saw my other video, I had this weird looking one. Let me just bring that out. And I was confused about how to place it in the soil. So it actually gave me two growths. So this is what it looks like. Look at this one. It's so cute. I love it. So yeah, it is growing in it's growing in pond, and same thing, the watering routine is just quarter strength cow egg and water. This is a thirsty one. I just watered this like 2 days ago and it's like getting dry. I had to pause and update this because I'm taking so long to upload that video that my little mutated Frydek seed has pushed out more leaves, and isn't it gorgeous? I just thought I'd show you guys that. Okay, so these two were the 2 pups that I pulled out of my repot. So this is what leaves I've gotten that have grown. I don't know why it doesn't. Okay, well, anyways. Can you come closer? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, so this is the newest leaf that I got. This is still one of the, I think, older leaves, but this one is on its way out. But look at this, so nice. It's so pretty. When I was doing my alocasia repot, I showed my plant, my baby pup plant. So it's grown quite a bit. I do have some melted off leaves here, and my pretty much like almost all white one is melted on the side there. But this is the newest leaf. Isn't that so lovely? Oh, I love alocasias. And every time I collect a corm and I grow it, it's like I don't really want to let it go. There's a gnat on the wall. I am a serial gnat killer. Yes, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so again, if you didn't watch my repot of my alocasia Frydek, here is my mother plant. It is, it was very sad because I already kind of anticipated that it would throw a fit, and it did. I lost, how many leaves did I lose? I think I lost like 3 leaves after the repot. This one is the newest leaf. You can obviously see that she's kind of gone back in size. I do see a shadow coming, so there is a new leaf coming. And honestly, a lot of the roots rotted. I can see like it's all like brown and like mushy. But the problem is I don't want to pull it out anymore and just like remove those roots. So it is what it is, because it is making its comeback. You can see that. Okay, no, you cannot see. Why isn't this focusing? I need to figure this out. Anyways, oh, maybe it's a face thing. I'll come closer. Yeah, so there's roots like all along here and here. So it's doing fine, like it's doing fine. So alocasia Frydek, that is the growth of the mama plant. Hopefully I don't have to do what I have to do again, because that was like a nightmare with like the whole root ball and everything. And I'm just looking at, I guess these are, the roots are thick, so maybe they're the primary roots. I don't know, but I'm not letting it be like root bound like that again. Okay, so the next one I have is my booby plant. I also made a video on this of me chopping this baby here. So I have this rooted in leca. It gets a watering like, I don't know, maybe once every 2 weeks. A very, very small watering. Yeah, so it's finally grown. As you can see, there's a little baby booby plant growing, and that's how they grow. They grow out of one of these tits. Oh, let me see if I can get a close-up on this one. Oh my gosh. Is that funny? And so these are the cuttings that I have. This is the mid cutting and this is the top cutting. These are in Akadama. They are fully rooted. You can't see the roots, but trust me, when I pulled this out, it shocked me on how much roots it had. Yeah. I think maybe in a couple weeks I'll start seeing the roots along the side here, but trust me, lots of roots. It's just going downwards right now and they're like white and fuzzy. So yeah, these are my booby plant props. The next one I have here is the newest addition to my plant collection. It is the penis cactus because I wanted it to match with my booby cactus. So I got this without this little growth point here. Yeah, basically when I got it, the previous planty friend said that she knocked a ball over, and so that's what happened. And so I guess that's how you would propagate it. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with like penis cactuses, but look at it. Look at its growth. It's got like multiple balls growing. So I don't really know. Like, look at the tip. That's what it looks like. Oh shoot. Oops. Yeah, in terms of the substrate, I actually don't know what is in this. Like, I think it's soil, and then she topped it off with some like soil dressing, or like, looks like lava rock. I don't know. But yeah, this is the penis cactus. I recently uploaded a video on flat mites, and I did showcase a lot of my Hoyas and their growth after my treatment, so I'm not going to show them all, but I'm going to show you like the ones that I'm really enjoying with right now. This is the Hoya New Guinea Ghost. And so look at that. Isn't that awesome? It is sprayed with sulfur, but it's pushing out so many like, oh my god, my phone is confused. Hello? Okay. It's pushed out so many growths. I'm excited to see this like thrive because so many people have this plant and it's just like growing up on a trellis. It grows really nicely, so I can't wait. Okay, my next one is my Nova Ghost. Hoya Nova Ghost. I love like seeing the little tips of the Hoya grow. This is the newest leaf that came out. Isn't it so big and lovely? Like, I love it. In my Hoya flat mite treatment video, I did have a really bright leaf, but it did fall off. Yeah. I hope that was maybe me being aggressive with the treatments, but yeah. So very big, so cute. I made this little pot thing here. I have extras if anyone wants them and they're local. And this is also in pond. It's been rooting quite nicely, so. And it's right up against my Barina light. Okay, this next one here is my Anthurium veitchii. I have actually been back and forth about wanting to sell this plant, but it doesn't feel like anyone wants it anymore. Honestly, a lot of plants I think now is more accessible and people are just not as obsessive with them, and you know, going back to work and everything, just people don't really have the time to take care of plants anymore. But yeah, this is my veitchii. It's actually sizing up quite big, so I actually want to keep this plant now and see how big I can grow it. And so I'm just gonna give you a close-up here. Look at that. Woo! Look at that texturing. I did rip the bottom side of this plant. I forgot what I was doing, but yes, it got ripped. I ripped it. So it's still hardening off, so it's quite soft still. Yeah, I have like weird leaves like facing weird directions. Like this is the top of the leaf. It's like, woo, hello. And this one, it is in moss. It's got nice roots on there. And yeah, it dries out really fast, so I really want to change it to pond, but I don't know, because it's growing so well that I just don't think that I would want to do that, just in case. Maybe if I take a cutting of this plant, because the stalk is actually quite tall now, so maybe one of those plant to-dos. Okay, the next ones here I'm not gonna pull out just because they are bigger plants. So the first one I want to show you is my big monstera that I had repotted. If you haven't seen my monstera video, go check it out. I kind of go through what the differences are between a deliciosa and a borsigiana. So yeah, I got this plant in, it was water rooted, and so I just stuck it straight into pond, and it seems to be doing just fine. It's starting to root, as you can see. Yeah. I don't have to water this plant too often. There are some browning tips of the leaf, but those were already kind of there when I first got this plant. So they were on this one, and this one. They weren't on like the second to newest leaf, and the newest leaf, it wasn't there. So, and it's good to see that there isn't any. Yeah, so I am southwest facing, so it gets a lot of the day sun, but sometimes when it's a gloomy day it's not. So I do have a grow light that's situated on top of my TV there. Yeah, so this is my deliciosa, Monstera deliciosa. This is another footage that I needed to update on, because as you can see soon enough that there is a new growth. So it's been about, I want to say, 2 months since I got this giant monstera. It wasn't growing for a bit, but I think it's because it was focusing on adapting to its new substrate and also like growing more like new roots. So it finally is sporting a new growth. I thought it was dead because the sheath was turning yellow and there was like 2 pieces to it, and I'm like, uh-oh, but it's growing. Hopefully it has lots of fenestrations. I'm kind of nervous, but since my monstera elbow has my monstera elbow has given me 1 fenestration, I'm sure it's enough light here, so fingers crossed. I'm sure you saw this in the background. This is my monstera elbow. I did complain that it wasn't giving me any fenestration. You can see that all the other leaves had no fenestration. So basically I had top cutting with 2 leaves. The leaf after gave me fenestration, and then nothing after. I had it on my shelf like that, so it was in the direction where my alocasia and all my philodendron, gloriosum and SP columbias are facing, so I guess it wasn't enough light. Anyhow, so I got frustrated and I did move it towards my southwest facing window, and yeah, long and behold, I got 1 leaf with fenestration. So it is still hardening off, that's why it's like light green, but I'm hoping the next leaf will be fenestrated. Also, the internode is looking shorter, so yeah, and she looked pregnant, so it's gonna happen soon. It is on a moss pole. It is rooted really well into the moss pole. Like, look at that. They are like thick. I do inoculate with great white from time to time, and it is just in pond, a little algae ridden, but it is in pond. And I think maybe tomorrow is watering day because it looks like all my plants are kind of dry. But yes, monstera elbow. It's been a long time since I did my mandula repot, but this is what it looks like now. It's quite tall. Like it's really tall. This is like my hand comparison, if that helps, but it is in pond. I have this huge, I think I could have done a better job on the lazy pole because there is a lot of moss in the back of it and it's almost like wasting. I don't know why I did that. I think it's because I was trying to cover up for the space the planter it's in is actually in a fish, kind of like a fish tank-ish. So it is a square now planter. So yeah, this is how it's growing. I wanted it to get really beefy in terms of like the leaf size, which did happen, but I want it bigger. And you can see I kind of ran out of like pole space, so I've been lazy to fill it. So yeah, I don't know. I might take the cutting of this and then just put it back into here because it looks a little sparse on the side here, but I'm not sure. I do want to create like a background wall of mandulas. That is my goal. Next one here is the famous Ficus triangularis variegata. That is a very fussy plant. It is sitting southwest window. Oh my god, look at how many gnats I have. That is nasty. I am going to do something about it. Hold on 1 second. Seriously, you know spring is here when you start seeing lots of gnats. I actually found like the gnats here. I think I got it under control. Anyways, that is my didn't mean to show this one, but anyways, now that we're here, this is my plumeria, the cutting that I got from Hawaii. And yes, this one has rooted. The other one kind of rotted, so I cut off half of the stem, and I'm just rehabbing that one right now in tree fern fiber. But this is in like a sandy soil mix. I just topped it off with pumice, and I had like diatomaceous earth and also cinnamon on top to kind of ward off the gnat situation here. And obviously I have a sticker there, which every day I see has more and more gnats. So the more gnats on there, the happier I get. Not much to see here, but these are my vitarifolium seedlings. It's about 1.5 weeks now. So it is in tree fern fiber and they are getting fuzzy. Hopefully maybe in the next 2 weeks they'll start growing leaves. I don't show this plant too often, but this is my ZZ Raven. I wanted to show you this one because I do have 2 new growths here. If you guys didn't know, that they actually grow out green and then they slowly turn black, and so it's very nice. Obviously it doesn't get that much light because it is situated in the corner of my TV console, so the sun is a little blocked, but it gets there. I just get little longer stalks here. But this is my Raven ZZ plant. So that is my plant growth update. I hope it was enjoyable for you just to be able to see how my plants are growing. I do have some new fertilizers coming in the mail, so I'm just gonna work on those a bit and see how my plants respond to it. Otherwise, thank you once again for watching my videos. Thank you for supporting me. So if you did like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. It'll help with the algorithms, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.